It is time for Stugotz to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories, available for delivery. Dan, I was shocked to see over the weekend that MLS was starting its 27th season. I guess I'm shocked every time the MLS starts a new season. That also means 26 years of people telling me it's the fastest growing sport in America. 26 years of it's going to be the next big thing. 26 years of it's going to be bigger than baseball. 26 years of blah, blah, blah. And Dan,
it's bigger than it's ever been.
Just like that, Major League Soccer is back.
It's bigger than it's ever been.
Dan, you know what the B in back stands for?
No.
Blah, blah, blah.
Thought it was going to be boring.
Be bigger.
They had 69,000 people for the home opener for Charlotte, 67,000 for the home opener for Atlanta.
Nice. Do it on a Tuesday.
There's nothing to do in Charlotte. I mean, come on.
Right.
What are you taking shots at Charlotte for?
Oh, he's right.
Gunther Steiner begs to differ.
Who?
I do want to know what you guys would eliminate first on your fan width, because it's happening now all over. You can't consume all of this. You can't consume everything. It's not possible. You can't have a life and follow everything that's happening in sports.
Soccer.
Well, for you, it's always been soccer. You didn't eliminate that from your fan width. You've never taken up interest in it.
The Cosmos, the Arrows, mid-'80s.
Not since Pele. Not since Pele joined the Cosmos in the mid-'80s has Stugotz paid any attention to soccer.
Time. Yeah.
The thing about soccer, too, is that because they play it in every country in the world, it's sort of its own. Imagine you have football, basketball, baseball. Now imagine soccer, but it's just soccer in the U.S., soccer in England, soccer in Europe, soccer in Italy, soccer in Germany, soccer, and it's just there's soccer everywhere. So like
Too much soccer.
My fan width is being absorbed by just different countries in which soccer is being played.
It's back though. Fastest growing sport, my ass.
It's obviously growing.
It is. Blah, blah, blah.
Right, yeah, you mentioned that.
Speaking of back, Quinn Snyder.
That's right. Atlanta Hawks coach Quinn Snyder reemerged.
Driving through Wisconsin this past weekend, it dawned on me pretty quickly that Aaron Rodgers has been on a darkness retreat for the past 18 years. By the way, I learned Quinn Snyder was no longer coaching the Jazz.
Oh, no.
When I read the headline, he's now coaching the Hawks.
Put it on the poll, please, at LeBatard Show, Juju. Did you learn Quinn Snyder was no longer coaching the Jazz when you read that he's coaching the Hawks?
I thought you were going to ask and put it on the poll. Has Aaron Rodgers been on a darkness retreat for 18 years?
That's two. Just by virtue of being in Wisconsin, Juju, has Aaron Rodgers been on a darkness retreat for 18 years?
What time was sundown, Stu? Like 3:40?
Oh, no, that's way too late.
So cold, too. How cold was it?
Cold, snowing. It was dangerous. I didn't enjoy it. I think it's fair to say that the last time Aaron Rodgers consistently saw the sun was in 2004 when he played at Cal.
Yeah.
The Golden Bears. Jeff Tefford.
Oh, no.
Teddy.
It's the only thing you know about all you know about
great blonde hair, I think.
I mean, the only thing you know is Marshawn Lynch, Aaron Rodgers,
and Tedford.
That's it.
And sun.
On the shortest day of the year, the winter equinox, the sun set at 4:14 in Green Bay.
Ouch.
That's what I'm saying. Who needs to buy 4 nights of darkness when you live in Wisconsin? Waste of money.
He went to Oregon to find darkness that gets to where he was faster.
It was there the whole time.
Kenosha, Wisconsin. Seems like a real joy. Dan, you know what the K in Kenosha stands for?
Here we go.
Not enjoyable. What happened? Kenosha. It's like that town in Indiana I was telling you about that one time. Smitty, you agree with
Gary?
me? Yeah, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
These are terrible. These are terrible places.
Okay, Stugotz. Stugotz is just going to wander around the earth, hitting
Driving.
small town America with his insults. Nothing is as great as the top 15 markets. Everyone else and everywhere else sucks.
I'll tell you, Madison, on a beautiful summer day, you only get 2 months of it, maybe 6 weeks. If you're lucky, 8 weeks. On a beautiful summer day is gorgeous. But so is any lake. I mean, so is any town.
So is
Maddie.
Rachel's college lacrosse career just going to be you going across the Big Ten,
Complaining
learning that all
about
of those
every
cities suck?
single city, complaining about every as North. He's a groupie for Northwestern sports, and he's going to end up being at all bad cities.
Taking out West Lafayette,
We
Indiana.
are in for a tour the next year of Stugotz just ripping. Every city is going to be shitty.
I'm trying to think, like next year, I think they have a trip to San Diego State, good city. And I think a trip to USC, good city. How about that? Not this year, though. Wait until I get done with Rutgers.
Stugotz's weekend observations. Let's see how many flight observations there are here as well, because whenever Stugotz is on a flight, there are all sorts of observations as well.
Just Wisconsin, I think, today. Driving 25 yards past where your golf ball actually landed. Underrated foolish feeling. Top 5 underrated foolish feelings.
Oh, wow.
It's so embarrassing when you do that. Looking for
You're overestimating your own strength. No, I hit it harder than that.
You drive 25 yards past it. You insist it's not your ball. 25 yards back, it ends up being your ball. I mean, it's really.
Did you check the hole?
I've done that too. You hit driver on a par 3.
Did you check the hole?
Almost went in. Second greatest shot in golf history. Beyond Greg Cody on the 10th hole, Parkland Golf. Oh, God. Ground balled it into the hole. We needed it. Big. For double bogey. From 170 out. With a cocktail in his hands. Beat that.
That's bad golf right there. That is bad golf. We needed that double bogey rolled into the hole by Greg Cody.
A worm burner.
Well said. Where was I? Top 5 underrated foolish feelings. Number 5, crying at any scene from any of the Rocky movies. Number 4, celebrating a poker hand before you've won it and losing it. Number 3.
Or doing the wrong math where it's like, oh, I got ace king.
Is it?
I mean, no, but he's got 4 aces. Shit.
Is this the umbrella category, Stugotz, of thinking you've won a bet before you've actually won it, or is that a different category?
Well, kind of.
Similar, like in blackjack, where you have
Yes.
19 and the dealer has like 6, 4, 2, 3, 5. It's like, surely I won.
Nope, you did not.
Number 3, thinking you are letting out a silent fart,
Oh no!
but it's not.
Dangerous game.
Yeah, it really is. Happened on the plane.
It's the second most dangerous games from among the games you could be playing in that region. I didn't think that that's where that was going to end up, with a noisy embarrassment. I thought it was going to end up with a wet one.
Number 2, driving 25 yards past where your golf ball actually landed. And number 1.
Did you check the hole?
Yeah, I did. Betting against the Chiefs, the Warriors, or Alabama, and realizing you've lost the bet in the first quarter. Oh, what am I doing? Keep an eye on the Avalanche.
The other eye, the one that's not on Embiid.
The Lanch. They're playing well. It's a good Colorado team.
They're the
What?
defending champs.
All right,
Jeez, I'm going to
go sit in the penalty
What
box.
happened there?
Excellent.
Se
If you-
rayó el disco.
I know.
What was he going to say?
Just breathe, dude.
Winning him, that hurts him so much.
Oh, forever.
When he first of all,
Porky Pig?
he's talking too much in general, but when he talks poorly, and he talks poorly. It hurts him so much. He's got to choose his
Just roll with it.
choose his spots better than that. He just got stuck. Se rayó dico.
What was he gonna say?
I.
They're the defending world champs.
They are?
Yeah, they
The
won that.
Lanch?
Yeah.
Oh.
No one calls them the Lanch, though. I think they
Everyone
go abs.
calls them the Lanch.
I think they go abs.
No, the Lanch.
No one calls them the land.
Well, look it up.
Thank you, Stugotz.
Weighs pretty damn accurate until you get inside of 500 feet of your next turn. That's right, Dan. Measuring feet on Waze. Very dangerous game. You've noticed, haven't you? You have. You've noticed.
I don't think
500 feet. It creeps up on you quickly.
I have missed some turns with 500 feet. 900 feet. I have missed some turns because it.
Proud of
Yeah.
you.
Oh, Jessica, wow. Really condescending, dismissive look. I'm sorry you're so much better at Waze than I am.
It's not a Waze thing. It's all these Miami drivers, Dan, just drifting around lanes. People pass you here on the right side to turn left at an intersection
Mhm.
while you're in the left-hand turn lane.
Sorry about
Happens to me once a day.
Yep.
Didn't you do that today?
I did have to do that today.
You're learning.
Look, the construction around the Palmetto, when you get on the MacArthur Causeway, there's like an arch that's just dangling over the Palmetto.
It is
It's not
crazy.
safe.
South Florida right now is just building things straight to the sun. Just straight up into the sky because it's the only room we have remaining out here.
It's terrifying.
I saw it, scaffolding that just went into the sun. It's a highway. They just need to build it higher than what are clearly onrushing ocean waves that are going to destroy everything around here.
Dolphins cornerback Byron Jones can't run or jump due to injuries. Doesn't sound good. Dan, you know what the B in Byron stands for?
I do not.
Bad. Please let the World Series end.
You really worked on that one a long time, huh?
I did, yeah. Please let the World Series end on a pitch clock violation.
That'd be great.
Oh, my God.
Juju, put it on the poll, please, at LeBatard Show. Are you
Awesome.
rooting for the World Series to end on a pitch clock violation?
Can you imagine that?
That's what it needs to be. It needs to be the champion is crowned because Manny Machado didn't get into the box fast enough. Because he couldn't. Because he had to touch himself. He had to grab himself. He had to adjust. He's Latin. He had to.
You lose.
Did you see the deal that he signed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, do you know the story behind that deal? Because that was just his agent wanting to laugh at Bryce Harper in that contract. They just reopened it so that they could make a lot more money than Bryce Harper.
The Spurs' 16-game losing streak is more impressive than the Bucks' 14-game winning streak. You have to dive deep inside this 16-game losing streak.
We can't talk enough about that Machado thing. He just opted out of his first $300 million contract. That's where the contracts are in baseball. Yeah. That he's like, oh, that's outdated already after a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this time, Graham Potter will get sacked in the morning. He's getting sacked in the morning one of these weeks. He is. Who is he?
Sacked in the morning sounds like something that can only happen in sports, correct?
Yes. Feels like the Honda Classic is dying a slow death. Mike, you seem to delight and agree with me on that. I mean, why does Chris Cody go every year and bother me for tickets?
The field, I recognize 3 names. And I'm like a casual golf observer.
Shane Lowry, right?
Lowry. There's a guy. I looked at the field. I'm like, huh. But that's just John Huh.
Is it a slow death?
And I was like, oh, I recognize John Huh.
Is it a slow death or is it the death that the Honda Classic has been dying for a while now?
It's a slow death, I feel like. It was a couple of years ago where I think Tiger and Phil were both there.
You guys don't get golf enough, but that John Huh joke was really good.
Well, I know you wanted more laughter
We got the
from
joke.
it. We got the joke. It wasn't so complicated that
Looked
we
at the
didn't
field and
understand
I was
it.
like, huh.
Yeah, you did that already. We heard it the first time. You don't need to stop.
That's just because I was looking at the marquee.
Yeah, we got it. We understood what you did
Headlined by
the first
John
time.
Huh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Thank you.
Good joke, Mike.
It's like my PAX 12 one. I didn't get enough love on that one on Twitter. because Ion's negotiating with the Pac-12. I'm
Will
like,
you
oh, Pac-12.
stopping the show in order to get the appropriate amount of
Ion
love
used
on
to
your
be Pac.
jokes?
What does that mean?
Ion used to be Pax.
What is Ion?
Whittingham, how are you feeling in general about what just
I
happened
don't
to
want to
you?
explain it to you.
The ability to speak coherently into a microphone.
It's another good joke.
The reason the reason that Apple hired you, the reason that you're a professional broadcaster of the highest professional order, what happened to you? Can you guys cut that up so that we could badger Whittingham with it so that he can hear himself, the needle getting stuck on the record?
Tony's right. Said Royal Disco. Couldn't have said any better.
We will relive your shame in the postgame.
LeBron James, now 2-0 in his self-proclaimed biggest games of his career.
It's really impressive. Watch out for the Lakers.
How hurt is he?
I mean, he played the entire game yesterday, didn't
He's
he?
fine. They were down 27 and came back against a good Dallas. Yeah, the I heard it pop.
I heard it pop and then played the rest of the game.
Right.
I heard it pop usually doesn't have a guy out there throwing the ball to Anthony Davis in the post at the end of the game.
I heard it pop. That was great. I mean, it wouldn't have been if it
No.
actually popped.
$350 million for Manny Machado. Hey, baseball owners, how's that economic reform committee coming along? Dan, you know what the M in Manny Machado stands for?
Money.
Moolah. Ah.
What have guessed MAGA?
Joel Embiid, greatest shot to not count in NBA history. AJ McCarron can scoot. Ben DiNucci, XFL, MVP, collision course.
No.
Ben DiNucci,
No.
more like Ben DiCucci. What?
He was terrible. I've never seen a player just drop the football this many times for no reason.
Come on, I'm trying to help you out, trying to be a teammate, getting
Right.
excited about the XFL.
Bang the Montez drum.
You might see Hakeem Butler on Sundays. I mean, you're seeing him on Sundays right now, but real Sundays.
What?
You know, the real one. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought Sundays were always Sundays.
No, there's Sundays and then there's Sundays.
Yeah.
He's just playing on Sundays.
Thank you for that clarification.
You got it. The San Antonio Brahmas can score with anyone. That was me about to say Spurs, and I end up saying Brahmas. Dyslexic.
That's wrong too, though.
The Brahmas.
That's a little better.
They could score with anyone.
That game wasn't so bad, guys.
It
If
was
you
a
can-
pretty good
If
game.
you
I
gave
got to
that
be
one a
honest.
chance,
I took the over.
You thought it said Spurs?
San Antonio.
It's just anything after San Antonio. You just put Spurs there.
Jess, did you watch the Brahma game?
Did not.
Oh, so you're not a Brahma
I might
mama?
have actually. I don't remember.
You're not a Brahma mama?
Stugotz, do you know what a Brahma is?
Brahma Daddy.
They're a team that can score with anyone.
Yeah, open your ears.
How the hell did the Hurricanes blow a 25-point second-half lead to a bad Florida State team? Speaking of hell, Art Briles. Dan, those are the weekend observations.